What's up, YouTube? This is your buddy Cleanup, and I'm here to talk about kind of like a serious subject, I guess you'd say. But nonetheless, like it's a subject that I feel like needs to be covered, maybe has been covered, but like I believe I speak from like two different sides of the spectrum. So, and that's going to be covering like the competitive community and the casual community, which right now I'm more casual. So, yeah, but believe it or not, at one point in time, I did actually compete in tournaments. I know it's hard to believe, but yeah, I did. My best placing was I've won some, believe it or not, but my best like placing, I guess you'd say, for a well-known one is at MLG in '06. I placed top 10 in an FFA. So, and that to me was as good as it gets. That was the pinnacle of like my gaming career. Back when Halo 2 first came out in 2004, 2005 basically, just because it came out in November, so you had 2 months to play it. Anyway, I digress. Sorry. uh, I bought the game and I immediately quit my job for 3 months just to play a video game. Like that's all I did. Like people don't understand. Like when I say like I had a job, I was a manager at a place, a local pizza shop down in Indy, and yeah, I quit that for 3 months. I took a leave of absence for 3 months just to play a video game. And when I try, when I told my parents about it, they didn't really like understand. They didn't necessarily agree with it, but I told them like, oh, I have a bunch of money saved up. Everything's gonna be fine. Like I'm still gonna go to school. La di da di da. Long story short, I quit my job for 3 months and played Halo exclusively, like 10, 11 hours a day, locked in my parents' basement basically. And yeah, so yeah, this is pretty much where it's coming from. MLG was like the biggest event. Like that's about as big as you could get. When I was playing, I played in local tournaments, and Saucy talked about them in his latest video. The EGL tournaments, which was kind of like an MLG, but like on a lower scale, like a lot lower, because MLG was like the king, and I guess today even it's still king, even though I think it should be dethroned just because of the way like they treat people and players and stuff like that in the games. They kind of use them, abuse them, and then as soon as they stop, like with the viewership and stuff, it's just done. So yeah, that kind of needs to change, but whatever. So EGL, and it's not Euro Gaming League or European Gaming League. It was Electronic Gaming League, and I won a couple of those. One in for FFAs. I don't want to make it seem like oh it was a team event because it wasn't. I won FFAs in Indy, my home city, and also in Ohio. It gave me a really good chance to meet local players like Butters, who's from Fishers. From his name's Tyler Hockett. Anyway, um, he was a really cool guy, and he was on this team called Nice Like Rice, which they were okay. They had pretty decent success, and they ended up beating like Final Boss, I think, in a round, which was unheard of at that point. So it was insane. Um, so like I've been competitive. I've done the whole scene like back in the heyday when MLG was pretty big or whatever. And as a casual gamer, I'm starting to see the less and less that Halo is on MLG, the more it hurts the community. Like, because the players don't want to play unless it's MLG. Like, sure, they're kind of smitten with AGL and, like, everything's okay as far as that goes. But, like, the players want to play for MLG because MLG is still king. And it's kind of a problem. But, I mean, the thing is that the Halo community as a whole needs competitive because competitive drives the fan base, because deep down inside we're all just a bunch of tryhards just trying to like relate to a player like a Walshy or a Fonzie, people that like I grew up with, I guess you'd say. Um, but I mean, the thing is that all these players are running towards COD, and that's funny because I say running because everybody hates sprint in Halo. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Besides, like some of the casuals, like myself, and maybe Ninja or whatever, they all hate sprint. They say, well, I don't want it. It's not Halo. It's COD. But the thing is, like, you're leaving Halo and going to another game that has sprint. So let me make sure I'm getting this, okay? The two biggest complaints, D-scope and sprint. Call of Duty doesn't have like a D-scope, I guess you'd say, but when you get hit, you just keep scoped in. Now, I mean, naturally, you don't knock yourself out of aiming down sight. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the second thing is, they don't like sprint, but Call of Duty has sprint. So you tell me, okay? There's no D-scope. One. There's sprint. The two things that are like killing this game right now, that everybody has so much trouble with, is in Call of Duty. You freaking idiots. You sound stupid. So what is it? Let's call it like it is. It's not because Halo's a broken game. It is an excellent game. It is the best game, engine-wise, everything. No one can deny that. Who's going to deny it? Oh, you the pros? Oh, I see how well you're doing on that fucking '07 engine that Call of Duty is running on. That's so bogged down because they're adding so much crap to it that it can't function right, which is why you have things like lag and other things like that. It's because the engine is from '07. Sure, they've updated it a little bit. They've polished the turd, I guess you'd say. But for all intents and purposes, it's the same exact engine as an '07 engine, which is terrible because it's 6 years later. So, and you could say this. You could say, and I know what people are saying, no, sprint works for Call of Duty. Well, sure it does, because what do? You sprint to get to the action, you kill a couple of people, you die, you sprint to get to the action, you kill a couple of people, you die. That's what it is. That's all it is. It's mindless gameplay. As far as Team Deathmatch goes, which is one of the marquee games, like game types of any game, that's what it is. It's just mindless action. But whatever. So clearly, this is a play just for money. That's all it is. Like, people are so hungry for money that they're willing to abandon a game, a community, I guess you'd say, of like supporters, and go play a different game. It makes sense, I guess, in a way. So everybody's waiting for Ghost to come out. Okay? Like, the pros, they're not going to play on Black Ops 2. Like, all the tournaments are pretty much done. Its life cycle is over. I need a drink. I can't. You got me all hyped up. I mean, I can't. Well, it's Purdue Cup. See that? Purdue. Y'all got me hyped up. I'm mad. Where's Fonzie? Where's Ogre? The name of the franchise. Where is he? Well, this isn't Halo. I'm going to play League. You fucking douche. The only people I respect right now are goddamn Pistola, Ninja, and fucking Saucy. Saucy's the fucking man right now. He's the fucking man. Like, he should have 1 million subscribers. Gandhi, fuck. I mean, he speaks really well. Go fucking cast Borderlands 2. You know? Gandhi. Well, I can't do Halo. There's no money in it. I just can't. So I'm going to try to cast COD. A fucking joke. Go cast fucking Magic, The Gathering, like whatever. I understand it's your living, whatever. But correct me if I'm wrong. You have an actual job. Correct me if I'm wrong. I digress. Whatever. I'm picking on people. All right, people. El Presidor. Oh, shit. Okay, anyway, they're all waiting for Ghost, right? They're just waiting for Ghost to come out. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.5. Maybe a 3.2. Not even a 3.5. It's got this new thing. Cranked, like the movie. And it's just like, what? Like, okay, so this game already has enough mindless like gameplay. Correct me if I'm wrong. The sprint, the kill, the die, the sprint, the kill, the die. Rinse and repeat, right? Well, on top of that, they're going to add, itch. Oh, got an itch. Oh! They're going to add a timer to that to where it's like I'm frantically sprinting for people to kill like 30 seconds after. This is nonsense. It's a stupid gimmick gameplay. Just God, and people are just eating it up. I saw the Twitter responses and it's like, are you serious? Was there any sort of ingenuity into this game? Well, you complete objectives and then you get a nuke. Ride that one into 2015, buddy. Okay. So people are chasing money. You know, all these pros, they're going to grind when Ghost comes out. But here's the thing. There's so many people moving. And there's so many people leaving and going over the other way. How many of those teams are going to win? Fuck it. How many teams are going to place top 32? Top 32. 0. If Ogre 2 can't do it, you ain't going to do it. He was out there. He was playing every day, every hour of the day, twitching it, showing his shit with his team rage or whatever. And what's it going to do? Like, okay, let's pretend this. Okay, let's say I'll go both sides of this story, okay? I'll fill out both sides of the spectrum. Let's say they go into a tourney and they say, okay, well, they place top 6 or whatever. Let's say they place top 6, they get in the money, they get that Call of Duty money shit, you know. They start rubbing elbows with the right people, whatever. Like, top 6 would be a dream spot. Well, what does it mean? Well, that means that team is never coming back to Halo. So, even when the Halo community wins, I guess you'd say, it loses because it lost a team that was doing well in Halo or whatever to another game. That's not a win. Now, let's say this. Let's say all the teams go or whatever they're planning on doing and none of them do well. They all just tank. Ugh. They realize that it's a completely different game. It doesn't feel the same. It's just bad, shoddy shit. Nobody places. Well, what does that do? That makes our community, our players, look like fools. All of a sudden, you're going to hear this thing. Well, COD takes the most talent, obviously, because none of these Halo people that have superior skill, they don't have any superior skill. They can't come over here and win. They're just trying to leech off our game. Next thing you know, Halo people don't have any skill. And if you play Halo, you don't have as much skill as you do on Call of Duty. And then I gotta hear shit talking. Even more than I'm hearing now. Oh, you play Halo? Well, more like Galo. More like the game's so gay it added sprint. Which is a common thing nowadays. So, this is what it's going to be. Alright? Halo needs a competitive community. People need to step up and be the voice of that community. All I'm seeing from YouTubers on Halo, I'm sorry to call people out, whatever. I'm a smaller YouTuber, so who cares? I'm just hearing news. They're doing reviews of like downloadable content and speculation. And oh, this might be happening, this might not be happening. How many videos do I have to see of a Halo 2 anniversary? I love the game. It's great. It doesn't have sprint. It's slow. I feel like I'm in quicksand every time I play Halo 2, Halo 3. I feel like I'm in quicksand 24/7. It's slow. It's slow. I understand Ordnance maybe sucks. It's so random that everybody seems to be running around with a saw and overshield and all this other shit, which I understand is hectic. But it's like, oh, we want to put Halo 3 back on the circuit? Oh, cool. Mick one's going to become relevant again? Oh, cool. You know, Pistola's going to fucking rage. He'll four-shot people to death. Whatever. This is a 17-minute commentary. I'm done talking about it. Whatever. Do what you want to do. Follow the money. Like, it's your life. You want to try to make money off gaming. Set yourself up in a career. Like, gaming is not a career. It's a temporary solution for a permanent problem. And that's what people don't understand. Gaming is not forever. You think your thumbs are going to have just this incredible durability after years and years of playing video games? Hell, I've played video games for over half my life. And I can tell you right now, there are some times where I just cannot move my right thumb for the life of me. I will sit there and think on screen, the guy is to the left, just a little bit to the left, and I can't move my fucking right thumb to kill him. And I'm only 29. And I've been playing since I was about 7. So 22 years I played, and the shit's breaking down on me. And now I see everybody moving away from this community, and it pisses me off even more. Because I'm just a casual. I'm just a tryhard. Well, whatever, guys. If you like the video, like, whatever. I'm not going to beg for likes. It's whatever. I would be happy if 50 people watched this. So that'd be great. Hey, enjoy the rest of your day. Hate if you want to. Give me your honest opinion in the comment section below. Just give me your honest opinion. Alright. I'll check you guys later.